Alright, what's up, fellow junkies, and welcome back. This is our first episode of the Gory Details for the new year, you guys. We've been gone from what YouTube says for about 3 weeks, and that is not good. But not due to it's not our choice. Jeff was working, I was working, we were doing a bunch of different shit. So you know how that goes. So We're finally back. We're back right where we left off, you guys. We're going to continue right on. We're not, at this rate, we're not changing anything. Nope. So... we had a ton of things planned for you guys that kind of fell through with the working schedule. We had like a skit planned. We had a New Year's. We had a Christmas Eve episode. We probably would have done something New Year's, but I mean, obviously, it didn't work out that way. So that's why we got New Year's Evil on the background. I mean, it's welcome you guys in this new year, even though we're halfway through the first month of it. But hey, we're slow. We're slow.
It's still relatively new, so yeah. Happy New Year! You know, ringing in
2016. I bet most of you guys are still writing down 2015 until you realize you fucked up.
Oh, dude, I've done that so many times already.
Yeah. All right, guys. So like always, we're gonna spin the glorious randomizer. It's gonna tell us what we're gonna watch, and we're gonna go watch it, come back, and we're gonna talk about the gory details with you fine people, because that's what we do here. But it's just the only thing that's changed is 2016.
Yep.
And like, you know, we're older and wiser, right?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. So Jeff, you want to spin the randomizer?
I will spin the randomizer.
It's not the Christmas randomizer. This is the granddaddy of them all with everything, except the Christmas movies. Hopefully, I guess we'll find out.
Curtains.
Whew. That is a classic slasher, you guys. So I'm excited because, you know, that is a slasher movie, and I'm muy bueno into slashers. Now, I'll be honest with you, this is a highly regarded slasher movie, but I've seen it about 2 times, and I don't know what everyone likes about it. Maybe I'll see it this time. I won't give up on this movie, so I'm planning on enjoying it. And if you guys have it, come along and join us. See what we see.
Right?
Alright guys, so we're going to go watch this. We'll come right back to you, and we're going to get into the gory details of Curtains. So, it's a slasher movie, so we should have some actual gory details.
Right, some actual kills.
Like the very first, right out in 2016, starting off hot. Alright guys, so we'll see you in like, what, hour and a half? But probably. you guys get the time lapse, so it's pretty cool. See you soon. And we're back. Curtain falls. That's the end of the movie. Credits roll. We're back at the menu. So you guys, like I said in the beginning, we just got done watching 1983's Curtains. And you guys, I mean, if you guys haven't heard of this one, this is, from what I understand, one of the creme de la creme slasher movies. I hear about this movie all the time. I watch a lot of YouTube people. They always talk about it. And you know, this time around, I actually enjoyed it a lot more. I kind of understood what was going on this time. Like, I remember the first few times I watched this movie, I just had no clue what was going on. And it's not a difficult concept to understand, but, I mean, there were just a few things that I tried to follow that wasn't important, basically. Best way I can describe that one. Alright, guys, so, kind of get into the plot of this movie is this director, he's having, like, a group of women come to his house, and he's auditioning for a part in a play, I believe it is.
Yeah.
Play or a movie or something like that. I think it's a play, due to the fact it's called Curtains. But, so, basically, he's kind of, he has them all at their house. Basically, he's boinking all of them at some point or another. Basically, who does it better to get this part? You know, that's a really awesome idea.
It's not uncommon.
No.
So
now if we could just get ourselves to almost look like famous directors, and it's like a buffet. But we don't always have to eat it all. Alright guys, so like I said, the synopsis of the movie brings the girls to his house to try and audition for a part, and then, like every slasher movie, women start getting picked off. I mean, even the director guy gets picked off. I mean, people are just dying. I mean, without getting too far into it, that's basically Curtains for you. And we'll see you next time. Just kidding. Alright guys, so before we get too much further, this is the Gory Details episode 14. We're not gonna, this isn't season 2 or anything, we're not gonna do that stuff. This is episode 14. So the body count in this, not bad. We got a total of 7 in this one. Kills, not that great, not that memorable, But I mean, we're still gonna do our criteria that we always do. So Jeff, you want to ride right into your favorite kill?
I think my favorite kill is the ice skating girl kill. I guess that's what I'll call it. She's ice skating on a pond, and she has a little boombox. Boombox just suddenly stops, and she goes over to investigate, see if batteries died or whatever. And she finds the batteries in the snow along with a really creepy doll.
Which, well, as we all know, are Jeff's favorite.
Yeah.
A lot. Watch Child's Play, you'll understand.
Exactly.
Our Child's Play episode.
Anyways, and I believe shortly after the killer shows up, it kind of just chases her around.
Well, he kind of follows her, and she falls into the snow. Then he stabs her in the shoulder with that hand scythe, I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, it's just a
And then he chases her around the forest.
Chases her out in the forest, and she goes and hides up behind a tree or whatever. And the killer grabs her, wraps his hand around her mouth, and just takes the scythe and just pretty much decapitates her. And I just thought that was kind of a cool little kill.
Kind of an honorable mention for that kill. I mean, I don't know if it reminds you of you guys. Friday the 13th Part 7. The girl that does herself up and she's trying to look hot for the stoner guy, and she goes out into the woods and she gets killed by Jason, but he kind of goes through a wall. I don't know. Let's see if you guys got that feeling from that as well. I get that feeling every time I see it. All right, guys. So for me, I mean, I'm gonna probably have to go with the first kill, the chick with the football jersey on. Not because it's amazingly scripted. It's just the scene of it. I like the way it is. Because the killer, he's basically just stabs her to death. But I mean, it's not just it's not Norman Bates psycho stabbing. He kind of just does it slowly, and it's the guttural feeling of being stabbed is bad enough, but just getting it slowly done, that'll fuck with your mind right there, a lot.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun.
No. And kind of you guys, as far as with these kills, I mean, there was nothing really special. I mean, no one was in a sleeping bag and got hit against a tree or anything cool like that. Used a lot knives, the hand scythe, nothing too insane about that.
Typical weapons.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So our new criteria of this movie, we try to do a familiar face section, and we got one. There was a few of them, but I mean, I try to keep it horror related if I can, and I'm not gonna do a huge list of somebody. If we have 6 or 7 people in there, I'm gonna pick one. So our familiar face in this one, her name is Lynn Griffin. In this movie, she's Patty O'Connor, basically the killer, or something. She was a big part of it, but she also played in the original Black Christmas. She was Claire Harrison. So that is our familiar face for this particular movie this time, you guys. And so we're going to try and continue on with this. I mean, we did one in the last couple episodes, but it was kind of just off the run. So I'm actually going to try and make this a part of it now. Hope you guys like it. It's kind of fun, kind of interesting. It's always nice to see what other movies people do, especially when they stay in the horror genre so much.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So as far as Jeff, let's move on to the killer. This killer is actually kind of fun. I like this killer, the way it looks. What's your 2 cents about it? What's your 2 pennies?
Generally, the killer, her, background, especially because, I mean, I think you know who the killer is right off the bat, This woman pretty much, spends time in an asylum to figure out what it's like to be crazy for a part in a movie. And I mean, that's dedication. I don't know what else to call it. But I think she gets out because this dude's pretty much double-crossed her and, gets these girls to come and, audition for this movie or whatever, and, she's not having that, so she's gonna go, kill everybody. And I think the mask that the killer wears really ties that all together. I mean, I think that mask looks like a weathered, insane
she's
person,
haggard,
kind of thing, Yeah. I mean, that's my take on it.
I mean, definitely having the killer, it's a woman this time, definitely. I mean, it's we don't get that very often, but when we do, it's she tries to use her sex appeal to be the killer. But I mean, this time she had the haggard old lady mask on, which I love the mask. It does what it's intended to do, and I mean, the kills weren't insane, but I like that she used a bunch of different weapons. I mean, she wasn't, like, stuck to anything. I mean, it's fun to watch. I mean, like, she did a lot of her killing, like, a few of her killings in the daytime, but I mean, seeing that mask is still, it could still give you, like, that eerie feeling, like, this is what the fuck's going on. This is actually kind of creepy.
Yeah.
You don't get that feeling very often, especially in the daytime.
Yeah.
So as far as the killer goes, I mean, I say, get on on this one. I like this one. All right. So as far as anything else, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and do our critique. What we rate this movie, Jeff? Right into the sunset, my brother.
I'm gonna give this one a very solid 6. And the only reason I do that is, I mean, like, it's a good movie, but I mean, for the most part, I feel like it's a little bland. And I think it's supposed to be kind of bland. I mean, I think you just get that sense of just kind of blank nothingness from this movie. And I mean, it's a great movie. I thought it was, the plot's really good and kills were nice, but I feel like in some cases it's lacking overall. But it does have a good sense of, like, creepiness about it with the dolls and the masks.
Irony!
All that stuff, yeah, irony. So, I mean, I'm going to give it a 6.
Alright. Alright, guys, so with me, I would probably have rated this a lot lower if I hadn't watched it again. I mean, I always hear about this movie, and I've always been curious what it was that made it such a fan favorite. And, I mean, I just finally I've seen it now 3 or 4 times, and, I get it now. I mean, I didn't fall asleep this time. I stayed awake during the whole thing. I understand the storyline. I get what's going on. Like, I understand a lot. Because when I first watched it, I mean, I don't know why the hell it confused me so much and what the hell was going on, but it was killing me. But now I think after viewing it a few more times, I got it. I mean, like I would say, I got to watch something at least twice. But, this is one of those rare occasions that I had to watch it 3 or 4 times. Alright, you guys, so with me, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with a 7. Going up a little bit higher just because I like the story behind it. I feel like it was actually fairly original. I mean, like, you don't really see the whole guy bringing a bunch of girls to his house to be in a movie. I mean, if we have seen that a bunch of times, let me know and I'll happily go watch these movies and I'll agree with you. I'm not going to argue with you on that one. But I like the whole story behind it, bringing all these women to audition for this character. I mean, because, like, you put all these women in a house, there's going to be trouble. There's going to be bitchiness. Like, it really wasn't quite like that in this movie. It was actually very tame for what it was. It really wasn't like Jersey Shore. It very easily could have.
It wasn't anything like that.
But, I mean, I like the story behind it. I liked the snow. It almost reminds me of The Shining just a little tiny bit because it was barren. I mean, they couldn't really go anywhere because the roads were covered in snow. So, I mean, I liked that, like, they were kind of stuck there, whether they wanted to be or not, so they weren't going anywhere. So I enjoyed that aspect. The rewatch value on it, I mean, obviously I watched it 3 or 4 times already, and I'm ready to watch it again. Just because it's just a good old-fashioned slasher. I mean, definitely got great killer, great kills. I mean, I enjoy the characters. I mean, really, Patty, I mean, she's one of my favorite people because she's a little jokester. When she's playing with the dog and the snake saying, "You give great head," I laughed. I had a great time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with all that, you guys, I'm going to go with my 7. And that's that for me. Alright, guys, so that is episode 14. Like, you guys, if you guys are liking what you guys see, if you guys are new here, like, comment, subscribe. Definitely feel free to browse the rest of our channels. I just made all the playlists, you guys, so if you guys are curious about any of our other shows, everything is in a set playlist now. So if you want to watch all the Gory Details are together. If you guys want to watch all my Franchise Fridays or my horror collection, everything is just set there for you. I tried to make it as easy as possible because I really want you guys to enjoy everything as easy as possible. So with that being said, we are the Horror Junkies.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Kyle. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and if you guys have a recommendation of what you want to see us do an episode, I know I feel like we're trying to beat a dead horse, but it's gonna hit someone's ear soon. If Guys, send us a message. Leave us a comment saying you want us to see us do this movie on the Gory Details. We'll do that. We'll dedicate it to you. We'll kind of make it a fun little thing. We haven't done one yet, so the first one might be a little interesting.
Yeah.
And we are working on another special guest. We haven't done that since Matt. We've only had one, and that episode did pretty well. So we're hoping to get a new one here soon. So we'll catch you guys on the flip side, and you guys, let's talk horror. Let's hear from you guys. You hear from us all the time. We'll see you soon.